Okay. Like the title said, the goal today is just to fill this all out because there's a lot I've not done since the welcome. Thank you for arriving. But there's a lot of the gallery I haven't gotten because it didn't count what I had gotten before Pristine Cut came out. So we're gonna do Nightmare, Razor, Adversary, Stranger. I don't know what this one is. Or this one. Or this one. And then that should easily help us get all of these, and then all of the ones within them. That'll be another story. Richie! I also simultaneously am going to be working a little bit because I have to get some stuff done for my job. As much as it sucks, I'm under obligation to do so. So I'm going to be kind of doubling up thanks to the voice actor.
You're here to slay her.
Go back. We're restarting. I didn't want to skip that. Just this took longer than I thought to clear, so I...
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, we already know about this. Let's do Revolution.
Spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Now, Working Boys is one of the musicals, right? Or is it just the song? They have like a whole show about it, right? Or a whole show version?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Well, we better take
You
the
take
blade.
the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
It's just the voice line of "Are you here to kill me" or something does get me every time. No, nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
We tighten
You
that
ignore
grip.
the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
I think this is adversary, right?
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
We gotta finish the job, right? I mean, I guess I said I wanted to start with Nightmare, but I don't think we can do Nightmare right now.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
So is Working Boys another one of their shows, or is it like one of the short like shows they have on YouTube, like half-hour ones, or is it a full one?
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
One of the short... Okay, gotcha. One of the alternate universe ones. Makes sense.
You're
Hijinks
on
and
a
shoe,
path
of course.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. I can assure you that you didn't slay
People
her,
die.
and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Because of woke?
That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The
That's
only thing
crazy.
that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't
That's
believe
so
a word
true,
she
honestly.
says.
College
Lying
boys
and cheating
overrated.
doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess
Football,
will
but
do
for
and say
girls.
whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever.
Real.
Are we clear?
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
Proceed.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is
Actually, interrupting him. I think. Yeah. Find this. No. The prisoner. No. Did we? This was adversary. We already had adversary. I'm stupid, bro.
the blade is your...
Wait, which one's adversary? Here we go. Okay. Oh, no, we didn't have it before. I'm not stupid. Haha. Let's make a new save then. Just so we can max out our
That's
stuff.
because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Because of woke, that's what college boys are like now.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Oh, stop bickering and just get on with it. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
He makes a great point.
But it does matter. Don't you care if we're being lied to? If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else
I
is
agree.
he hiding
Saying
from
because
us?
of woke is very funny.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done. But there was a mirror a second ago.
Oh, my friend sent me a video about
Now it's gone.
the Victor
so all of us can
Blitzcrank thing.
stop
I didn't
arguing
watch it
about
because it was this
Get
morning.
to fighting.
I was so tired. Deleted arcade. Yes, because of woke, Victor no longer created Blitzcrank, unfortunately.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I could do it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her
a
fierce
memory.
voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This
Yeah,
isn't what
it's
she
just
sounded like
women
last
now.
time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
I remember, it's the name of the game, don't you worry, bro.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
No, I'm happy for you and Richie.
What's that? Oh, that whole deja vu situation. Yes, it does seem like you and the princess remember each other, so let's say for a moment that I do believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
He's kind of nippy
Are you
about it.
okay?
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Which one is Richie?
What is there to unpack? I was dead and
He's
now
from
I'm
Nerdy
not, and
Bricks
the
Must
same
Die,
goes for
got
you.
it.
There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free reign to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have
Right,
said
you've
it
just...
better
Yeah, okay.
myself.
I remember Richie now.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact.
She almost looks disappointed in us.
Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you
That's
hesitate.
exciting. He'll get a whole
It's
nightmare
not
time.
fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
If that's your plan, then that's your plan.
First ever
Push
line.
off the ground,
I'm
ignoring
dead.
the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more.
Real.
You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
The princess's
Nerd.
grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes, you finally get it, don't you? Nothing exists outside of us. It's just you and me, dying and coming back, clashing against each other. Forever.
That's
Damn.
not what's going on.
What an
There's
introduction
an entire
for a
world at stake
character.
here.
Just, I'm
Yes,
dead.
the fate of the world doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this fight. The only thing that matters is getting stronger. And the only way to get stronger is to win, even if it takes us forever to get there.
Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact.
We're fine.
On his murder.
You barely
Damn.
have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours. Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor.
That's rough, bro.
I said we're fine.
I didn't say you weren't fine.
I was just describing what happened. You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
She tosses it at your feet.
Very nice of her.
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow. Wait, does that mean we're dead? Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. It's finally over.
No, it's not. We're just getting started.
But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that.
Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
Stubborn makes a great point. Well, do those cops die? I imagine they do. Having seen one Hatchetfield musical, the cops all died in it.
Wait, no, that can't be right. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet.
Not this time.
Alive.
Boo!
Ha! I told you. I told you this wasn't over.
What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
No, she's dead. She has to be... No!
Right. We're
Like
all shit out
teenagers
of
and
luck,
government
aren't we?
officials.
I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if
It
she
would
can
make
just
sense if a
do
teacher
that?
died, yeah.
All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all.
I never miss,
We
bro.
just missed her heart. Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong? Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything. With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes
I'll
lock
think
across the
about it.
basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
And then we get up.
Again!
Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More.
I just need to like set aside a weekend to just watch all of them with some people. I'll bring Cristiano over and do another 24-hour stream, but it's just watching all of them. And I'll have him tied to a chair like in Clockwork Orange.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment. And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again.
In the correct order,
and again.
we'll
We're all
see
still
about
here.
that.
This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
And hey, Melissa. No more voice of the narrator. We did it.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
Hey,
It's the end
Melissa
of
is
the world,
wild.
isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
I feel so... tired.
She's gone. And there's...
Alright, that should be some memories, right? Most of them. Okay, let's reload them. And try again.
No blade this time. Right.
As long as the daughter...
Is
This isn't good. As much as you just... Looks like she could...
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back, but no...
Good, I need that
What's
information.
that? Oh,
Why? What is there to... Then why are you just... Fight me?
you take a cautious step towards the princess. Unarmed. I wish I could believe you know what you're doing, but you clearly don't. You stop a few feet short of her reach, her chains taut as she stares down at you. She's a lot bigger than I thought she was.
Why do you sound so scared? We can take her.
In a fight, right?
Well, what do you want? Because every second we waste talking is a second we could spend killing each other instead. Why wouldn't I want that? Why don't... Free? I woke up, didn't you? Ugh.
That's right, not everything has to be so violent.
I hate that you suggest that.
The world? We... And then what? I'm still going to want to coat these walls and I don't... I'll be waiting, but you...
You make your way. The blade remains great. You take the blade
I'm gonna do a save here because this seems like a good spot
blade in
to
hand.
return
You
to.
find the princess,
Glad to see you finally stopped having cold feet. Fight me. Now.
finally ready to complete your destined task. You launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor.
She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have...
Don't
Yeah,
she's...
we've already gotten all this.
You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening.
You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last. This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head,
That was
fingers
some
gripping your
real
skull.
good sound. Holy moly.
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull, and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Boo!
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
20 hours, give or take.
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner?
Easy!
No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason.
20 hours of
We
Hatchetfield.
may have the same destination, but we're not the same.
4 hours
You
of
are
something.
still an other, and I don't trust you. It's evidence of one of many.
Let's just...
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament. No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind.
I don't know, screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis.
Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us, something to chase. The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The
Alright, I
blade
turned
is
off
your
auto.
implement. You'll need it if... See,
Yeah.
we have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there. Take it.
We'll do a save here. We'll
You
take,
take
the blade.
from it. Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any.
Actually, check memories again. Okay, I think this is a new one also. Right? There's so many per route. It's crazy. Like, the tower, we didn't even get all of those. We didn't get all of the spec. We have a lot of the Spectre, though. We didn't get all of the beast, although it's hard to tell because the coloration. The witch we don't have any of? That's crazy. The prisoner we have a lot of. The damsel we have a bit of. The cage we have most of, actually. More than half. That's nice. Happily Ever After we also have most of. The den... Can I get in touch and test something immediately? Okay. We're going back to auto mode.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You do see it, right?
I wish I could, like,
All
do
we see is a damn
Twitch
mirror.
plays Slay the Princess somehow, you know?
Blimey. Why don't we wipe it clean? You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead. Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
Dead certain. Everything inside of me screams for it.
We need to get closer. She needs to see us to give chase. You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh. Break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
We can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not.
See, I feel like I've done this
Make
before,
her
but I
come
must
to
not
us,
have.
stand beyond her chains, and let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run.
I really don't like the sound of this.
It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do.
4 hours of recovery, not
So go
necessary.
on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
It'll be 4 hours of tearless.
You step forward, stopping just outside the reach of her chains. The princess scoffs.
Oh, you're up to something tricky, aren't you? You're teasing me with what I want, but I'm sick of waiting. I'm not going to let you give me another bad fight. I'm going to get what I want.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap.
Run.
Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good.
She's loyal like that.
You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same? Little bird, where do you think you're going?
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there.
Real.
And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for
She's
you?
kind of,
Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me.
Can't see
Show me that
poking
you've been
my
worth all the
fingers
room
together.
you've taken up in my head.
Do
I
it.
am.
Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you. You leap from the grass and bound towards the princess, keeping low.
Charging me head on. Brave and foolish.
Lay the
Her
princess.
body braces for impact.
What? Sorry, narrator.
anticipating
What
the
was
clash.
what was my directive?
That's where you're both wrong. Left, now. As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends,
Hi,
stumbling
Quaint.
as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again.
I think
Right.
we can only marry the princess. I
Move
don't
out of the
think we
way.
can
This
lay
time
the
it's not
princess,
quite as clean.
unfortunately.
You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned. We're
There's
actually gonna pull this off, aren't we?
there's a lot of. How easily can I show some of the other princesses? There's a lot of really great designs in this game if you've never played it. This is one of the newer ones. They did like a big update at the end of last year.
You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
The two of you engage
You're
in
not
a
interrupting
devastating flurry
anything.
of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again.
I'm like also working because
She's
I
stronger,
randomly
but
got.
you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall
Like
into
so.
your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady. More! Keep going, we can't stop, now!
I think Lae'zel and this princess would get along
But this
great,
time
yeah.
she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms.
Impenetrable
Slammed to the
arms?
Nothing! These blows are nothing to us! But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me, haven't you? Something feels wrong. Something.
And the universe ends or whatever.
Then what happens?
Yep, lay the princess. I
She's
think
gone.
you could convince your friends.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Okay, how many ooh, that was a lot of these memories. That's good. Let's just reload and get the rest of these ones then. Yes.
We can try to survive. You step forward and approach the door.
That shit's... probably closer to 21 hours. Even
But
better
that
for
wouldn't
the
be
stream.
fun. I don't want to be a monster chasing you down. I want to face you head on. I want an equal. It's so much better that way.
We need to get closer. She needs to see us to give chase. You've nowhere to go but down. Remember,
we already
her
got to
face
this part? Okay.
droops.
There you are. But still no little knife. Do you think this is a joke? Do you need me to break those fragile bones again to remind you how serious this is?
She's bubbling, hot with rage. We can't get close if we want to live. But we'll be able to draw her out of here. She's hungry for us. I know I said this earlier, but I really have to stress how thin of a razor's edge you're on right now. We know. The only way out is through the eye of the needle.
And we're
That's
going
the
to
name of the thing.
We'll need the steel claw. As we leave.
bloody desire in her eyes. The princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap.
The narrator themselves arriving. Wow. Thank you. I used to be really efficient at slaying her, like, best in the world for a time. So I'm glad that I have your belief.
Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near it, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
We're moved from slaying, now we're saying.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
Steel claw, now.
I think it'll be different if we don't take the knife, so I'm not
You
going to take the
continue
knife.
towards the door, vulnerable and unarmed.
No, I can't let this happen. I can't let her leave with you.
And what are you gonna do to stop that?
I don't know. You try the door, and oh, what a relief! It's stuck. Bash it open.
Please, you can't.
I think you forgot something.
You feel the burning pain of something long and sharp
A
driving
touch
through your
anxious? Nah.
back. It slices its way into your organs until finally it exits out the other side, sticking into the wood of the door with an echoing thunk.
She killed us with our own weapon. Great.
We needed to take it.
We're not dead yet. It's not over till we can't get up again.
He's giving all he's got. He
How?
could give more.
All of this is so wrong. This isn't how things are supposed to be. This is so cold and disappointing.
Your body pinned to the door, you crane your neck to see her final approach. She is enveloped in complete lethality, and there is nothing you can do to stop her. I really didn't want it to have to end like this, but your death in here is better than her freedom.
Exactly. I
See
could
you
do
all
with a
next
little
time.
pizzazz.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
How many memories have we gotten now? Okay. 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 So we need to fight her down there. Yes.
You take good. You bring go.
But
We need. You've remembered. We can't.
Arcane.
so go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Change your plans, boys.
Impatient. This is her home, not ours. You're going to let her kill us. You charge headlong into the princess, blade flashing in the dim light of the basement.
What could it be?
Yes, 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 yes! Finally, you get it!
For a moment, the scales feel balanced, each of you inflicting debilitating wounds on the other, striking in a dizzying synchronicity.
Maybe.
But it isn't long before they tip in her favor. The cuts and bruises you've inflicted seem little more than superficial, barely so much as slowing her down as she continues her onslaught.
Because they're
You,
soulmates.
in contrast, are finding it harder to stand as your body gradually becomes less responsive, less powerful, less stable. You can tell she's trying to make it last, but all it would take is one meaningful strike. The coup de grace.
This was good, but you could have been so much better. I'm beyond you now.
Here it comes. I'll see you all on the other side.
With her mental link, he felt productivity dipping. Lead her to the other side. Okay, so we don't give chase but fail. The skeptic companion. The skeptic companion. Okay.
She's gone.
Oh,
She charges, fully determined to end you in a single move.
I have
Left,
chase
now.
Talos.
As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg.
What if
She
I don't
turns
want to
swing
fight back?
again.
What then?
Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh.
Wait,
It's not
violence
a
results in
scratch.
violence? I'm fighting back. I didn't
Yes,
know that part.
It could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned.
We're actually gonna pull this off, aren't we?
You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the
1
more
hour
your
without
edge
Victor.
shines over
Couldn't do it.
hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady.
More! Keep going! We can't stop now!
You spy an opening, but this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground.
Nothing! These blows are nothing to us!
But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
Day 1 of no blank.
You've outplayed me, haven't you? Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happens?
Why can't I make this? We did
She's
it!
gone.
Did we get the last memory? No, we didn't. Skeptic companion. Do I have to have the skeptic with me somehow? How would I get the skeptic with me?
The princess.
Free? It's... I feel...
She's gone. And there's
How do I get those?
We can try. You step forward. You bring the of go.
But that...
You remember you perfect.
There...
She's. I know. We know. Your apple bloody without it.
Annie!
Without. Don't and do these. Left. Straight. If right. Move out. Yeah. Where are you? What you spy on?
So...
and I'm begging you.
Maybe it's one of those ones where you have to go all the way to the end to get them? No. Shucks.
You take the blade from.
Okay, I have to figure out this work thing, and I also have to figure out how to get the ending I want. Can't. Here's I left the lab for more than an hour. I now must go leave to see my platonic best friend, brother, partner, Victor. Yeah, that's probably what happened. What is wrong with this test data? Okay, there we go. Itself. Picked one of these. How are we feeling, Victor Nation? JB? JB not? Okay. We have to thread the eye of the needle.
The princess scoffs.
Oh, you're up to something tricky, aren't you?
Jace? JB?
You're teasing
JB,
me
no.
with what I'm not.
Bloody desire in blood. We're all and we'll do it. Be swift. Let's drop it. Right, move out. Yeah, where are you? You spy on no.
So...
And
We don't feel
begging
we
you.
hex tech. That's a good answer. Okay, I don't know how to get these, so I'm gonna go back to the adversary and figure out more of those ones. Yeah, let's go here.
me. Staying up, those doors are made of. Wouldn't it be? Here's another absolute. Did you pick up the blade just to mess with me? Is your brain that numb to the consequences of this?
Not the
Fine.
hex strap,
You stay up
bro.
here. Nothing happens. Are you done? You ready to finally start taking this seriously?
I'm ready to start taking this seriously. Put me in charge.
Oh, how I wish I could, because literally anyone else making decisions would be better than this. But unfortunately, that's beyond the scope of my abilities. Is she really just going to wait down there forever? She's got to start getting impatient eventually. Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of the princess furiously stomping her way up the stairs.
Yes, yes! We're finally going to get our rematch, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
I'm tired of waiting. You thought you could just leave me down here, didn't you? But I can feel you trembling on the other side of this door. There's nowhere left for you to run.
The entire cabin shakes as the princess throws herself against the basement
The
door.
lore.
We're fine, right?
How do
Of
they
course
feel
we
about the
are.
lore?
Any second now she's gonna break through that entryway. And we're finally going to get to do what we came here to do.
Another impact shakes the cabin, a massive gash splitting its way up the
Good,
stone
it is
doors.
very funny.
Here she comes.
I am curious
Doors
about the hex
float
strap lore.
outwards, shards of stone clattering against the walls as the princess emerges from the basement.
At least you finally have a weapon. Good.
We're doomed! In a fit of violence, the princess explodes across the room and closes the gap between you. You do your best to defend yourself from her onslaught, but you're sorely outmatched. For every wound you inflict on her, she inflicts 2 on you until, finally, you're no longer able to so much as stand. Your body is giving out.
Giving out? No, nobody's giving out. We're just getting started.
The lore. Actually
be
curious about the
delusional,
lore.
it's over.
Interesting.
You fall to your knees.
Is that it? You're supposed to be tougher than this. Come on, get up. Keep fighting me.
No, this isn't right. Listen to me. Listen to her. We can do this.
We can't.
Why won't you get up?
She kicks you in the chest, splinters from your shattered ribs stabbing into your
Smooth
heart
like a
and
Ken
lungs.
doll.
Your vision starts to swim. Finally, her face, twisted into an expression of disappointment and fury, fades. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Can't I get this to work? Like super high priority.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there. Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive.
I want
We
the
died
skeptic.
because you
Is the
didn't have
skeptic
enough
here
of it.
with me?
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner?
Please.
No, but that place suits
Please.
her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone.
Making the
yourself
hex strap in
included.
real life.
Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that
I
at least
need
one
to
of
do
you is still
research
capable
for
of reason.
reasons. I see. Let me
may
just
have the same
quickly
destination, but
do
we're
the
not the
getting
same.
banned from Twitch
You are
speedrun,
still
where I
an
Google
other,
hex strap
I don't trust
on
you.
stream. Okay, so what did we get from that? We got this one. Okay, so we want to die upstairs unarmed now. Can I roll back? No.
No blade this time.
Fine. You stay up here. Nothing happens. Are
Time
you
to
done?
rewatch Arcane.
You
And the
ready to finally
24-hour
start taking
Hatchetfield
this
stream
seriously?
with getting banned for the hex strap.
I'm ready to start taking this seriously.
Please think
Put
about a
me in
Santa who
charge.
will we watch?
Oh, how I wish I could, because literally anyone else making decisions would be better than this. But unfortunately,
Alright.
that's beyond the scope of my abilities. Is she really just going to wait down there forever? She's got to start getting impatient eventually. Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound
just
of the
make the
princess furiously stomping her way up the stairs. But what about her chains? What about them? They're clearly not holding her back any longer.
Yes, yes. We're finally going to get our rematch, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
I'm tired of waiting. You thought you could just leave me down here, didn't you? But I can feel you trembling on the other side of this door. There's nowhere left for you to run.
The entire cabin shakes as the princess throws herself against the basement door. We're fine, right?
If we had a weapon, we'd be fine.
Yes, you should probably pick up the blade, shouldn't you? I know I'd feel a lot safer with it.
Yeah, that's because you're a
Before you
coward.
act, another impact shakes the cabin, a massive gash splitting its way up the stone doors.
Here she comes.
The doors explode outwards, shards of stone clattering against the walls as the princess emerges from
Think
the
the
basement.
princess has a hex strap?
After everything we've been through, I can't believe this is going to end with you cowering in a corner. You're pathetic.
We're doomed! In a fit of violence, the princess explodes across the room and closes the gap between you. She is merciless. With every blow comes a bloom of fresh pain, igniting nerves you didn't know you even had. Your skin bruising and splitting and bleeding as her fists rain down relentlessly.
Yeah.
But thankfully, you won't have to bear this agony much longer. Your body has its limits.
It's for science,
She
so I
has
don't get
found
banned.
them.
What a hero.
I hate this.
With your body a shapeless pulp, her fingers wrap around what's left of your neck.
You disgust me.
You hear a snap. Then everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a pup.
Real viewers don't try and get their streamer banned, I suppose. Okay. Let's load
Alright.
again. Wait, no, this is different.
Well, this is just...
This is... this one. What memories of this one are we missing? A lot. What was what? The Fury? I need to check this. This game's really good.
If you're sorry, then you'll stand and fight. I don't want a sniveling coward. I want to squeeze the life out of a ferocious heart.
She bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction. With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound. No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that.
That's our stuff.
She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality. This is the only way it could have gone, really.
Oh, you are just insufferable, aren't you? Come on, we're better than this.
So, are we dead? No.
I have not seen the
Don't
ad.
think that I'll allow you death here. I've made that mistake before. No, you will suffer until you see in me what I have seen in you.
Yes. I think that would be for the best.
Can we even do that? Is death the sort of thing we can just decide to do? You do your best to die, but try though
The
you
ad
might,
is so funny.
you find yourself
I believe you that it's
unable
so
to
funny.
perish.
Good, because we're not a quitter.
Yes, hopefully this means there's still a chance for the world here.
I don't have a link.
Don't you get it?
Boo!
It's too late. We've both changed too much. We're not the challenge she wants anymore. The spark is gone.
I can feel you attempting to slip away. Is that what you want then? Are you so terrified of my desires that you'd prefer any escape at all? Are you so terrified of me that you prefer death to my company? At least you're quiet now. At least you haven't fallen back on words. They aren't music. They aren't dance. They aren't feeling.
Your eye, held far outside your skull by a thin stalk of nerves and viscera, stares back at her in unblinking silence.
Let's see what meaning we can find together. Let's see what we're made of.
Making some headway of my work
Something
stuff, thankfully.
infiltrates you. Though you do not see it, you the body
Oh,
of
is this
one
the-
of those.
Are you-
Yes. Then two.
This is
8. What? 1.
Okay, I'm gonna reload this because I've already done this one. Fight back.
Still unarmed, you charge towards the princess.
A YouTube compilation.
It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory.
With a horrifying squelch, you
TikTok
are
is in fact
unwound.
unbanned in my country. It's
no,
just
no, that's our stuff.
I still
she
don't
can't just do
want to
that.
use TikTok.
She just did. Unfortunate, I know.
No,
but
that's our
reality is
stuff.
reality.
Wait.
Oh, you.
No,
But
but the words don't. Are
Oh, they are.
your
Let's.
something? The body. What?
Are-
Yeah. Then
Okay. She keeps doing this. I guess I need to take the blade.
you take the blade from the. You swipe them. What? But let's do. You bring as if what you see.
A fight is a song.
I'll look for
You
them.
make
Godspeed,
There's not
soldier.
then.
She's only trying to connect with us.
You'll try. And that's what I've been so excited for. Let's hurt each other.
Your heart free of fear, you charge towards the princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow.
It's now or never.
Don't worry.
Let's make it a beautiful
I'm also
blaze of
actively
glory.
working while
With a
streaming.
horrifying squelch,
So absolutely
you
feel
are
free to lurk.
unwound. No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that. She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality.
This is the only way it could have gone, really.
Oh, you are just insufferable, aren't you? Come on, we're better than this.
I do a bunch of
Are we dead?
I do quality assurance for programs, and so usually I don't work during stream. It's just something came up literally like 20 minutes ago that I have to test on priority, which is very annoying.
No.
Don't
QA.
think that I'll allow you death here. I've made that mistake
No one's
before.
ever been so
No,
nice to QA
you
before.
will suffer until you see in me what I have seen in you.
Usually, oh, what do you mean my code has defects? Or, oh, what do you mean you didn't find this defect? Or,
But the
oh,
words
what do
don't
you
leave your
mean the
metaphorical
client's
mouth.
wrong?
Instead, all that leaves you are metaphorical mouth.
Oh,
Thank
it's
you.
better that they are. Let's.
The body
You're a
of
hero.
Are,
This is
your heart free of fear, you charge towards the princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow.
It's now
Godspeed
or never.
to you.
Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory.
With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
Okay, how do I get more memories here? Blade is still here even after everything. These are all from Deconstructed. Okay. Okay, I guess
No,
we
no,
just...
no, no. She just did.
This is the.
But the words don't leave your metaphorical mouth.
We let her do all this shit. Play the
Right,
princess.
the blade. After all of that, it's still here, waiting for you. You pick it up off the floor. The princess doesn't look
I
up as
trust
you cross
you.
the room. Nor does she look up as you bury the weapon in her heart.
I understand why you
Huh.
believe so, and I believe it
felt
as
that.
well.
It's cold.
So did we.
So you are. And yet I still feel so alone.
I trust you.
There is no world outside of us. And there is no us. How? Violence and pain are all I've known. After everything I've done to you, you'd really take me with you?
No, and I don't know why I said that.
Are you serious? You're just offering her your hand. You cross the room towards the princess, extending your hand to her. Her eyes, deep wells of buried sorrow, meet yours for a moment. You despicable fiend. And then she takes
People are
your
always
hand in
calling me
hers.
despicable fiend.
You're going to end the world, don't you get it? I can't let that happen. I can't let you leave. I have to...
You can't stop us. We've been through enough. You don't scare us.
Fine. You and the princess climb the stairs out of the basement together. In silence.
It's okay. We're almost there.
I'm tired.
We're
I
all
know.
tired, bro.
And then you cross the upstairs of the cabin to the door, which you open. And then you step outside and into the ruins of the world you left.
Behind. He's gone too. It's just the three of us now.
Is this the world? It's so cold.
Give her your hand, okay. Feel so cold is because you're gone.
So the world's gone, and she's gone with it.
Okay, this is a new thing. So we'll do the ending. That was an achievement.
Something finds me. Nothing as there is bring me. She asks, you won't.
You're on a
Okay,
path.
usually you get an achievement at the start, too.
Alone? Go, then. I'm sorry.
You turn back towards the stairs, putting the princess forever out of your mind.
Alone.
Maybe going our separate ways is the only way things can ever get better. At least, this can be over.
Over? You do know that this really doesn't solve anything, right?
It doesn't have to solve anything.
But this isn't over. She'll find a way out. If you don't turn around and finish this right now, she'll bring about the end of
I think we already
entire-
had this one, too.
Oh, all this time I thought I understood something about you. But I didn't. Now what? Then here I stay. Yes, I think I'm finished now. There's nothing more for me to do to you. Different. I am, yes. We're doing all that for such a long time. I'm tired now. I don't know. I just wanted something back. Something that was missing. I don't really know what it is. I just know that it's still gone. Alone?
I think I need to do this without the knife. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, back to here. What are the other options that we need to do here? Go to her into giving you a free shot. Was that a new one? Seems like it wasn't.
You do your best. You the entire another doors explode. And you can't be the useful. No, we can. If you. Little boy, can I? No, you're on a.
Okay, that got us back to Fury. Which is good. We want to be here.
All right.
If we have, yeah, that's a good point.
No, I did not mean to click that one.
All right.
If we, this is, yeah, that's,
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing. Good. We're all.
So you are. And yet I still feel so alone. There is no world outside of us. And there is no us. Oh. All this time I thought I understood something about you. But I didn't. Now what? Then here I stay. I don't know. I just wanted something back. Something that was missing. I don't really know what it is. I just know that it's still gone. Different. I am, yes. We're doing all that for such a long time. I'm tired now.
Oh, yeah. I hate that this thing is just not
Alone?
working.
After every... And you did.
You turn back toward.
Alone.
Maybe going our separate ways is the only way things can ever get better. At least this can be over.
over. You do know that this really doesn't solve anything, right?
He doesn't have to solve anything.
But this isn't over. She'll find a way out. If you don't turn around and finish this right now, she'll bring about the end of the entire...
And he's gone too. It's just you and me now.
I feel so cold. Is it because you're gone?
That should be a memory. Yeah. Don't know about getting this one. Oh, we have to do the tower. There's so many of these darn endings.
So the world's gone.
Let's just let this rock.
She's gone with it. There's only one thing left for you to do here. You need to look at yourself. Whatever you see, it's going to be okay.
Okay. I have to click this, right?
Nothing. There, bring me. She asked, you won't.
Let's go get the nightmare.
Your honor, your...
Fan favorite, the nightmare.
You make your warn. She will... We're not gonna... The... Good. I...
Okay. I don't see what...
This is... Okay. The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
She's not wrong.
It's not like you'd believe me.
Can't I get this form to submit?
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. it would make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Lock
I
her
know
into
you think this is it's a chance.
Where are you?
You turn your
Fine. Turn your back on me.
slip either way. You'll be the death. You close the basement. Okay. You settle. It isn't.
I know you're still.
She sat as she vied.
When I get out, you.
No. Just ignore. You put the princess's threats out of your mind. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your
He just wants a
lungs
friend.
stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be... Again? If he doesn't remember... Shh. That's a very good question. Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all. A warning. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone. The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
It's just an empty frame.
She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
Voice of the paranoid, welcome back.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done.
So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
There's some like little nightmare ass tracks too.
Very different.
I'm not the only one who sees her in the window, right? She knows that we're here.
Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died, you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Oh, we should have taken the knife.
Wait. Oh, I'm gonna make a hard save here.
Oh, more eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us. Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good. Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark.
So we now should have... Where is she? Nightmare, yeah.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Well...
You decide it's best to do nothing.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
It's almost like you want me to get you.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think!
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Nerves. What are you doing?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want...
And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
You have seconds left.
Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver.
Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Liver,
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
heart, lungs.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
Nerves,
She isn't attacking us.
lungs,
Why?
liver.
The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission.
Nerves, heart.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon.
The way out of here is nowhere to be seen. Lungs, liver,
That isn't my fault.
nerves, heart,
It doesn't matter whose fault it is because fighting her isn't an option right now.
heart, lungs,
Then you should get looking, shouldn't you?
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
Right, I have to make some choices.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me and then,
Lungs, liver,
well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
nerves,
I don't think I can leave without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
nerves,
If I did, I'd be crying all the time.
liver,
Oh no, definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side.
liver,
A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free.
lungs,
Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
liver,
I remember, yes, you've told me.
lungs, liver, nerves,
Then we're stuck down here together. Until you change your mind.
liver, nerves,
Static, and a skipped beat as she touches your shoulder and whispers in your ear.
He died in Kai's arms.
No! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Or until your heart finally gives out.
Heart, lungs, liver,
And then, when you die, I'll find myself somewhere new. And before too long, you'll be there too. That's how this all works, right? This doesn't end until you let me out.
Yes, fan favorite
And what can
nightmare is
happen
back.
before then? I'm sure I can get creative.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
lungs, liver,
Be nice
And
to
you
you
died of
too.
fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
You
nerves,
seem
heart,
miserable.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to.
liver, nerves,
Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ears.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
heart,
true.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then
Shit, make her stop. Hey, snap out of it.
okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lung, you're back.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
One moment, and then you're gone.
heart, lungs,
Just
liver,
like
nerves,
that.
lungs, liver,
Ah,
You contain
and
multitudes.
there's the fear.
nerves,
She pulls away.
liver, nerves,
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
Okay,
liver,
let's make a save
heart,
here.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
I'm glad you're seeing things my way.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
What?
Heart,
No!
Lungs, liver,
I
nerves.
knew you'd come around.
Lungs,
Oh,
liver,
this is going to be so wonderful.
liver, nerves.
No, I'm
heart,
not going to let this
lungs,
happen.
liver,
Before you
nerves,
can utter another
heart,
word, your body
lungs,
stops
liver,
moving,
nerves, heart,
and,
lungs.
Do you think you could just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster?
Shit.
Get told, nerd.
With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
Believe
Come on
it.
now. You don't want to be stuck down here.
Nerves, heart, lungs.
The princess glides onto the stairs and beckons you to follow. If only you had a weapon, this would be the perfect opportunity to use it.
Heart,
But we don't.
nerves,
We've already made our choice.
nerves, heart, lungs.
We can still grab it on the way out. You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the suggestions for... Right.
Heart, lungs.
Why would I attack her? She's my bestie.
You step onto the basement stairs, following the princess as she ascends. Pins and needles punctuate your every step, an uncomfortable and constant reminder of your mortality. Is this really worth it? At least it's a choice. That doesn't justify anything. A terrible choice is still terrible.
Heart, lungs,
Make sure you keep up. We wouldn't want you to fall.
lungs.
As if acting on instinct, you crane your neck and look behind you. There is nothing there. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and taps on the door.
Nerves,
Her head twists back in your direction, watching you with dead eyes as the way out creaks open. Don't forget that your pristine blade is still on the other side.
It's the
You can
pristine
still
stone.
make this right. You can still save everyone. You can still save yourself from becoming her tormented pet.
nerves.
There's no harm in us having a weapon. All it does is give us more options, and we are dangerously low on those right now. Have you considered that maybe you could operate the autonomic nervous system for a bit? Everyone is trying to manipulate us, and I can only do so many things at once to keep us alive.
Good thing I have many a fictional wife.
Heart.
Fair.
Liver? Your body seizes violently as you regain consciousness on the floor of the cabin. No, no, no! You're doing it all wrong! You're supposed to do it like this. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. I guess I have to do everything around here, don't I?
Sorry, paranoid.
Lungs, liver.
There we go. Back with me where you belong. I thought you might have decided to break yourself just to spite me. It's better for you that you didn't. Now we can get back to business. For starters, we won't need this where we're going.
The princess plucks the blade from the floor and tosses it through the door behind you. It vanishes into the inky black of the basement, never to be seen again. Guess we're not stabbing her in the back.
Nerves, heart,
I guess not.
liver.
I'm going to fix myself a stiff drink. If I'm about to watch you hand the world to her on a silver platter, I'd rather not be sober.
Lungs, liver.
And now you open the door.
There's nothing else for us to do.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
I do this.
liver, nerves.
The doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. You bastard. You've actually done it. You've actually doomed everyone.
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it. But it's so cold, too. It's itching against my skin.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
Why is it so cold?
nerves,
We need to get her a blanket. Okay, and that should get us a good amount of memories here. Yeah. Shoved into a bottomless pit. Slay your only exit. See what's behind the mask. Yeah, that's Spectre.
She's gone. You reached out.
Also a really good route. They added extra steps for it.
You attempt. How would. As you emerge,
Where
you find yourself between
she
two
can reverse.
loose rows of
You
white
reverse
wooden
possess
planks
her
suspended in
and
nothingness.
get to see yourself, which is pretty
A
cool.
smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky
I
black
like
of
her.
the
What a
basement
silly. She is
mark
very
where the floor
silly.
should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. You face that you're. What did you then expect? You yes, your lungs, liver. The princess cocks her head, neck cracking uncomfortably, and you can't help but imagine a smile carve its way from ear to ear on the other side of her mask. Lungs.
Thinking about that knife, are we?
Heart.
Well, I haven't. Put that little theory to the test. See how it plays out. But I don't think you're going to like what happens.
Nerves.
Because even if you make me dead, you're not getting out of here.
Nerves.
This place is mine.
Liver.
And I'm not giving you the stairs unless I'm leaving with you.
Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Heart.
We ball.
Lungs, liver. Nerves. Heart. Lungs.
Yeah, let's make
Liver.
this save.
Are you serious? Heart. Lungs. You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission. Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best. Nerves.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let
Been here
me
before.
out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No, 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 no. No, no. What's happening to us?
Let me out!
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
Oops,
Killed his
I
ass.
think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
She killed all of us. Kind of slave her. Ah, yes. The moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the... Shit! Shit!
The moment of clarity is its own special one. We got Beneath the Mask. Pretty epic.
There...
Let's make this save for moment of clarity, and let's go back here and slay the princess.
lungs, liver, nerve. Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. Liver, nerves. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart. Nerves.
We did it. We
You too,
actually
Queen.
did it.
I probably won't be
You
streaming
actually
for much
went for
longer,
it.
but
You're going to regret this.
thanks for popping
I
in.
could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Lungs,
Can she?
nerves.
We've already seen how she can change.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're not getting those stairs back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
Heart. She falls to the ground, liver, unmoving. Oh. I can stop now, can't I? I can.
I'm so hurt.
Finally.
And now that she's gone, you can let us out of here. Right?
But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us.
It means that you're stuck here. Forever. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, I hate this.
Time passes.
Forever's gonna end. Eventually, right? No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end.
I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though, does it?
What do you mean?
We still have a way out, clutched in our hands.
Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before. That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die?
Because right now, you don't want us to do that.
You're right. I don't.
But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care?
I just do. I value life. Every life.
And we're
Even
turning
yours.
into contract. Yeah, literally.
Especially yours. Why?
What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life. Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
You remove the blade from the princess's body.
What
Literally.
exactly are you planning on doing with it?
What am I planning to do with it, bro? I don't know.
I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't.
Feelings mutual.
At least we're all being honest.
A real everybody's here together moment. Let's just
I
kill
don't
ourselves.
like this, but I suppose there's not much I can do to stop you, is there? You raise the blade to your neck,
and slit your carotid artery. Here we go. You're on a path in the wood. Shit. This
Oh,
really
this is a
doesn't
different
end,
one.
does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Yes,
Enemies to lovers
so it
when so real. So now we have the Wraith. Shoved into a bottomless pit. How do you think we get shoved
No.
into a bottomless pit?
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver. What? No, I'm not. Do you think you could just with a
Go ahead.
liver? I wouldn't trust having our back to her. You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right. Heart, lungs, liver.
I think
nerves.
the power is in your hands
Besides,
to make this enemy
I
to
get the
lover
feeling
effect.
she's telling the truth. Heart, lungs, liver.
What? Are you scared of turning your back to me? You don't have to. Besides, what if I lost track of you and dropped the stairs on accident? I wouldn't want that to happen.
God damn
She
it.
urges you forward. Lungs. You place a shaky foot on. You can feel the static prickling of the prince.
You're almost there.
Heart.
She's
The
so
only thing
fun.
left between you and the cab. Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here. The door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him.
He's gonna think about it really hard, fair
I
enough.
know he's messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Remember? Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Thank you. And you? You'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important, and you still have a weapon. You can still make this right. Liver, nerves, heart,
You haven't even tried it. It'll open.
nerves. Your will concentrates into a single fine point. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart. We did it. We actually did it.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Heart, lungs. Can she? Liver. We've already seen how she can change. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. In her final moments, the princess lunges forward, tackling you, and you both plunge into the endless abyss of her basement labyrinth. Liver. As the two of you fall, you rip your blade from her chest, tightly clutching it in your hands. Heart, lungs,
Have fun falling forever. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
lungs. She tears herself away from you and tumbles away into the darkness. You are alone, and you are falling forever. But you saved the world. You should be proud of yourself for seeing this through. Oh, I can stop now, can't I? I can. Finally. Are we really gonna fall forever? Can't you narrate us some stairs out of here? But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us. It means you're falling. Forever. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, I hate this.
Me
You
too,
continue
buddy.
to fall. Forever's gonna end eventually, right? No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end. You continue to fall, and you will only continue to fall. I feel sick. It
Doesn't have to be forever, though, does it? What do you mean? We still
A
have
little
a
bit
way
more
out,
of the
clutched in
toxic,
our hands.
paranoid narrator.
Are you suggesting we
love.
kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before. That's a terrible idea.
Toxic
We've already
alley.
saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die? Because right now, you don't want us to do that. You're right. I don't. But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care? I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially yours. Why? What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life. Exactly. I don't have to answer that. More time passes. You continue to fall.
What if we do it?
More time passes. You continue to fall.
Drop the blade.
No. You loosen your grip, and the blade tumbles through your open fingers. Now you're really falling forever. There's no way out now. More time passed. Again? No. Still no. You're not going to win. Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the... I'm not. Either way, at least needling. The narrator, you can't just describe... I can. You say that now. Oh, you... Unlike the narrator, you wait, and then you wait for a little while longer. But eventually the thirst sets in, and the hunger. The darkness of this place prevents you from wholly grasping the context of passing time, but that doesn't stop it from passing, nor does it stop your biology from unraveling. The only things you know for certain are that it's long and that it hurts. The vastness of your suffering can't be adequately put into words. We really shouldn't have tossed the blade. No, you really shouldn't have. But biology and time are immutable forces, and eventually, long before forever gets the chance to come, everything goes dark, and you die. Don't muck it up next time. The princess may be slain here, but she isn't slain there. You're on a path in the wood.
Alright. Memories. So yeah, we haven't gotten You've Been Here Before, A Tender Heart, and See Through Her Eyes, the End of Everything. I imagine these are locked to a bunch of other ending stuff. So that's pretty cool. But for now, that's going to be where stream ends, because I've got stuff to do. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I hope it was a fun time. I'm glad that we discussed, you know, things like the hex strap. And, no, I guess it was a lot of the hex strap. But hey, no shame in that. I am tentatively going to be live tomorrow to make up for not being able to go live Friday, although I might have plans fall through Friday, so we might be just doing a 4-day stream week. We will see. So in the meantime, let's see. Could raid somebody. People love raiding. No, I don't think I will, just because then I have to do the whole typing thing, and I don't have my keyboard accessible, so we're just going to call it here. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. We will be back tomorrow. Have a good rest of the night. Bye-bye.